Hello, everybody. Jess Los with the Structural Building Components Association here again with another weekly update. It has been quite the week. It's been very busy, which all weeks before OQMs typically are. We're finishing up the PowerPoints. The agendas have probably been set, but there might be some last tweaks. We're talking with the different committee chairs, co-chairs, as well as the president, treasurer, trying to get everything sorted out for next week to where it can be a really well-run meeting and set of meetings. We've got some really exciting stuff coming up next week. We're going to have a conversation with the NFC members as far as, how do we work together moving forward between the CMs and the framers. I think that's going to be a really good dialogue, good discussion there to try to figure out a few things and just to keep that progress moving forward and to articulate some of the things and get both sides together to just talk about a few things. We're also going to have a great QC meeting. I'll get to that in a little bit later. Also, management should be interesting with some insurance stuff going on there, as well as some of the other educational programs and things that we've been working on there. That's going to be some cool conversation. Marketing is going to be great. We've got a few different things coming up there. Also, membership, we've got a lot to talk about there. Kind of understanding consolidation in the industry, as well as how do we continue to recruit new members, both, component manufacturers, but also associate members and framer members too. So those are the big things that we're pushing on within membership, but it should be a pretty good meeting. We're going to have an update on TPI 1, I believe, from Jay Jones. We're going to have a couple other special guests, which I'm excited about. Like I said last week, I think we've got over 120 people registered. That is amazing. A lot of new people, some of the same old faces, which is going to be great to see them. But then also some people I noticed that just they're not going to make it for whatever reason. Obviously, people are busy, things come up. There's going to be a virtual option as well. I'm going to miss those folks because, frankly, I really enjoy this, week, if you will, of seeing everybody. It's a whirlwind for us on staff, but it is always good to see people and get their perspectives and to talk about how their businesses are going and their personal lives too. You end up becoming having friendships with these folks, and just, the component industry is full of great people, and that's one of the nice things that make the OQM so fun. But I mentioned that the virtual registration, if there's something that you would like to check in on next week, whether it's that initial session talking about the Framers Summit, or not the Framers Summit, but just the relationship with the framers, any of the committee meetings or even the board meeting, you can log in. I've got the link in the comments, I believe it should be somewhere there. If you'd like to join, just pop in, see what's going on. Maybe you're curious about what's going on in the management committee. Just get a little bit of a taste. You don't have to be there for the full 3 days or, 2 days spread over 3 days. Just pop in whenever your schedule allows, and you can check in on the QC or marketing or membership, any of those different meetings. And the board meeting, just get a feel for what's going on with SBCA. We'd appreciate having you there and, getting your perspective. And you can get a taste for what it is that we're doing. And maybe you'll come around to the Boston OQM, which... Nice segue there, Jess. We have opened up registration for that. It is a quick turnaround time. That's just the way the scheduling went. Hotels are, it's been kind of a tricky year to schedule the different meetings. So it is going to be a July, which is 2 months of, about 2 months of a turnaround. We'd like to get that registration open. So you may have seen an email on that. If you did register for the Boston Red Sox tickets, that did not register you for the OQM. You still need to go in and do that now, as well as room reservations, that kind of thing. But, as we wrap up one OQM and we go into one, we're actually thinking about the next one too. So that's where life with staff is kind of, we're always trying to think 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead, which makes it interesting, makes it fun. Beyond that, digital QC, talking about that, you may have seen a podcast, you may have seen, some of the emails going out. We are opening up the wait list for component manufacturers, members of SBCA. If you want to participate in digital QC, now is the time to get on that wait list. And it's a wait list just to make sure that you get the required steps, completed as far as the right tablet, right specs, that kind of stuff to, it's not just a simple, just download, turn it on, and you can start doing it. It takes a little bit of prep work. So we're going to allow that to start to happen. So Stephen from our team should be, you would send your information to him via the different links. You should be able to see those fairly easy on our website. And we're going to be continuing to talk about digital QC. I sat in on a in-plant QC certification with John from our team this morning. And quite honestly, we are just crawling when it comes to quality control in this industry. I see so many different opportunities and potential from, once we capture that data in digital QC, how do we use that? And it's going to make for some incredible improvements as far as just knowing the quality of trusses. I understand, trusses are great regardless, but being able to articulate that, is it 2%, 1%, 5% out of conformance, those types of things. we're going to be able to put some numbers to it. So I'm really excited about that with digital QC. So, we're going to be talking about the OQM as well. Also, dues invoices it's been a busy week. Dues invoices were created and emailed this week. So look for that in your inbox. If for some reason you didn't get it and you're typically the person that does, reach out to our team. Molly or Jennifer would be the good people to talk to there about that. Be looking at that dues level to make sure it's still accurate. We are asking that this year without any kind of a dues rate increase. But it is one of those things, naturally, I'm guessing based on, some of the input costs, you might have moved up a level. And if not, we'd love to have you where you're at too. And if something happened, maybe you downsized or whatever, just that's the beautiful thing about SBCA is that every different level, it is equitable across for all component manufacturers to be involved. So with that, I'm kind of going long. There's a couple other things I wanted to get to, but maybe next week after the OQM. But, it's an exciting time for SBCA. Our staff is working hard. Thank you to all of them. It's going to be an incredible week coming up, and it's just going to keep rolling. We're going to get right into the next OQM, and then boom, BCMC. I didn't even talk about BCMC and some of the stuff there, but that's why I guess we'll have next week. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Till then, peaks up, press on, and have a great week, and hope to see you in Williamsburg, Virginia.